Welcome back to the channel. Today is day 123 of playing chess every single day until 2000 elo. Let's hop right into it. So we're gonna go over a game that I just played before bed last night, and I'm currently just woke up out of bed, as you can tell by the bed head. And then we're gonna play one live action game. So we got Bob Taz 88 here. He's a 1650, very strong player. And we get the white pieces. We go e4. They play the Pirc, which you guys probably know I'm with, right? So I just take control of the center. And lately I've been playing this knight to d2 move, which, I kind of like. It blocks in the bishop, but it's just a good way of protecting because normally in these positions I want to fire this c-pawn forward, or I want to play like c3 and just reinforce everything. In playing bishop to d3, I'm not a big fan of. So we go there. He plays this g6 setup where he's going to fianchetto, and he's going to control this dark squared diagonal. So I played b3 because my idea behind this was I wanted to just fianchetto as well and fight against his dark squared bishop. And so we did that. All is good so far. The computer didn't like my idea of that, but there's nothing really wrong with it. And now we fire the f pawn because he's castled. He's committed his king to the king side, and I'm one square away from castling queen side. So that's kind of where I'm at because I've developed 0 pieces on the king side. So we don't really want to go for that. So he just goes knight to c6 here. And then we put the knight behind the pawn here, which is kind of like a Vienna gambit feel, I should say, which I love. I love it. I love tossing this f pawn forward. So he comes in, he pins the knight to the queen, which is fine. Now we want to develop this anyways. So I just play h3. My idea behind h3 is that, well, if he goes back, his bishop's trapped. Just straight up trapped. So he'll have to retreat this way. And if he takes, I will take with the queen, not the pawn. And then we're ready to castle. So that's exactly what happens. He takes. And now he strikes the center with e5. Noticing that my king is still stuck in the center. Wants to, blow it up. Because that's what you're supposed to do. If you're castled and the opponent is not, open up the center of the board. So I thought for a while here. I actually thought for a minute on this pawn push. Because I was trying to calculate like takes or takes. And I didn't really like either of them. For the reason that I just said. My king's still stuck in the center. So I figured we'll go d5. We're going to lock the center up. Although he can take here. We're going to lock the center with tempo on the knight. And then we're going to start going for an attack over here somehow. After we castle, of course. So he jumps in to the center of the board. Knight to d4. Attacks the queen. This pawn's under attack. This pawn is defended currently, but so here I'm trying to think, like, do I take and allow this and then like have to come here and blockade because he's gonna move, and yeah. So I just play queen to d2, queen to d3, just getting out of the way of this. We also had to protect this fork, so this was kind of critical here. Now he just plays c6. Computer wanted him to play knight over, opening up the bishop, and probably looking for this nice square in the future, or just attacking this pawn straight up. So he had quite a good position here. But we just go for castling after this, instead of taking, which is a blunder, because it allows him to take here, and our center is just going to fall apart. So that's exactly what he does. And after he takes, we don't recapture here. We recapture here with tempo on the knight, forcing something out of him. He has to take, otherwise the knight will fall. So he does. And now we go g4, taking up a lot of space on the king side. We're going to get ready to put the bishop here, or yeah, that's the only square that the bishop can get. We're trying to connect the rooks, finish our development. And then he takes in the center, which is just a trade. We take with the knight, he takes back, then we recapture. Now we have eyes on this pawn. This is not hanging, but we could remove this. This would be a target. And then this would be, this knight's also pinned to the queen. So he just gets out of the pin, and it looks like he wants to attack this, and maybe in the future fight on these dark squares. You know, he's got a lot of good control over here. So in this position, we had to go king to b1, only move to save this pawn. There's not really, that looks super ugly. I was not pushing a4 here. And then he goes rook to c8, trying to apply more pressure, and I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling very uneasy in this position. I wasn't really so sure how I was gonna go forward, and I did notice this free pawn, and I was trying to figure out whether I should actually take it or not. So I do not. I play the best move. I go here, and what this does is it just finishes my development. But I was also thinking, well, he's got two attackers here. We can't really just take with the queen, so we had to defend it again. And also we're setting up future batteries, like h4, h5. Trying to get rid of this would be game over, because he can't take. He would have to allow me to take and then take. And then the rooks here, we got this massive battery, so there could be some good pressure. Now he comes over with the rook, and he's protecting this again, but he's also probably trying to line up a lot of stuff here. Now we take that pawn, because we didn't really see how he was gonna protect it. I did think about it. No, I didn't think about it all that long, I guess. I was gonna say I thought about it for a while, but I guess we only thought about it for 15 seconds. We're gonna take a sip of coffee now, before it gets cold, you know, because cold coffee is disgusting. So he plays this move here. I thought it was a very weird move, and I understand the point of it, because he was thinking, well, we're going to disconnect him from going back here. He can't come over here, and then he probably won't, well, not that move, but anyways, he's probably thinking my queen was getting a bit stuck, because I can't take on this square because of this knight. So I was thinking here, I was like, well, if I remove the knight, I win the rook, right? So I take. I just take the knight, and he must have just not realized that his rook was undefended after that, because he took back in 6 seconds. What he had to do here was he had to play rook to c7, attacking the queen. My queen retreats and then takes. And he actually would have been quite a bit better here, I think, because this is going to open up, and then like it's just a bunch of trouble, because I won't have a dark squared bishop anymore to fight for these dark squares, which are super, super, super weak. But he takes, and then we pick up a free rook, and he comes here, and this did scare me a little bit, but I just, you know, I talked to myself. I was like, okay, you're up a rook. As long as this does not open up, you will win the game. Just trade, convert this. It's easy. So we bring the other rook, and my opponent resigns. And we pick up a win, which is a very good win because this guy is a strong player. 1645 after, and we're sitting at 1571. So a great game. I felt really good and just solid play. Waited patiently. We were a little bit worse after that castling blunder here. But I don't think this is like the worst blunder in the world. It's just giving up the central pawn, a little bit of space. Pewter wanted me to take this knight at one point, which I didn't do, but I don't know. Taking this knight and allowing this and this, I wasn't doing. It did not seem the right move. But anyways, with that said, we're gonna hop into a game now. All right, we find Gambit every move. Here's a 1529, and we get the white pieces. He's playing a Caro-Kann. We just play the advance. Okay, he does that. Probably knight out. A lot of people play that. Probably bishop here. Okay, on bishop there, we bring the knight out. And then he's going to play e6. Okay, this check is just not good. I don't think he's supposed to do that. No, that doesn't work. Okay, let's just block like this. He's going to take on c5 with the queen. Let's try and get rid of this bishop there. He's playing very weird and provocative. Okay, let's go for this. Just got this laser beam in here. I don't like it. I'm used to people playing this and then taking. We're gonna have to take a look. Okay, really? You didn't want me to play e6 that bad. Okay, now let's hit him with a good old b4 here. Little intermezzo before taking. Takes. His pawn structure is a little bit ugly. So is mine, though. It just goes back? Really? What happens after this? Right, that just looks good. Restricting everything. Okay, let's go for it. If this, we just go here. Taking up a bunch of space. I don't mind it. He sacrifices. That's interesting. Maybe a little intermezzo. Take the bishop. Because I'm thinking if I go here, or if I take, he's going to give a check. Then this picks this up. But this would be hanging. Okay, let's take. Let's just do it. Yeah, he goes for that. That's very interesting to me. Okay, now we're going to take. Oh, that was his idea. Fair. Okay, let's attack. That's really not that bad. He gambited. He gave up a pawn, basically. Or I should say a piece for 2 pawns. Yeah, I saw that move coming. We gotta go here. And he picks this pawn up. No, he doesn't, because of this. He's probably just gonna trade the queen off. I don't know why you wouldn't here. Maybe this. Here looks kind of not very fun to deal with. But I don't think he actually has a way. Protecting. Because he doesn't have this rook activated yet. Just takes the pawn, yeah. Understandable. We're gonna go here. This is very annoying. Could go here, but here's what I kind of don't like. It's protected. Sack the rook. Picks this up. Yeah. I almost want a castle here. If I'm being totally honest. I think castling's just the right move. So we can just get to safety. Otherwise, he's going to have ideas of this in the future. And I think we're guaranteed a pawn here. And he can never castle. Our knights are protecting each other. He's going to want to do this. No? What's he going for? This? To apply pressure on this square. What if I just do this? Stopping anything? Is that a good move? So let's play it. Stop the knight from coming in. Just restricts that knight completely. And we still can always pick up a pawn. Gives me a check. If I come here. I feel like I'm safer on this square. Okay, let's go here. Now he pushes. Yeah, we're gonna take this. Tempo on the rook. He might play here? No, he can't play there. No, that'd be silly. Okay, now let's go ahead and attack. Or wait, no, we can just pick this pawn up. We can also threaten mate. In which case he has to go here and then here. No. Gets up all this. Here loses this pawn, but that's mate. No, it's not mate. Good to note. So here looks decent. Or do we take another pawn? I think we just take this pawn. Protects. So let's do it. Let's go there. Now he's jumping back here. He's looking for this square. Which makes a lot of sense. Here, there's forks. So maybe we move this rook. Let's go here. Just so that he can never fork me. Now if we can get a queen trade, we might be looking decent. Here, he can't go here. Can go here. Or here. So, I was thinking we might be able to trap the queen, but no. The queen just has too many escape squares. Okay, so he comes in. He wants this. There's not really anything he can do after that. I just move up. Here, don't have checks. Let's go for this. Let's try and force a queen trade. He's gonna give a check. I'll go here. But we should be fine. Because everything's protected. This knight's protected by the knight and the queen. And he just jumps back, but it's too late because we secured our queen trade. Oh, he just hangs the queen. I'll take that. And he resigns. Okay, beautiful stuff. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Alright, let's take a look at this real quick. So we got e4, Caro-Kann, of course. And I'm very curious on how I should have played this. Because I knew it was wrong. I knew it was wrong. But I didn't know how to punish it. So after that, what are we supposed to do? Immediately play b4. Okay. So the point is, he wins that pawn back. But we just gain a lot of space. Yeah, that's how the line goes. And then you just seize control of this diagonal. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that line is nasty. We have to remember that. And you guys do too. If anyone gives this check in the Caro-Kann, like I've been taught that it's just not good. Which is why I knew instinctively that it was wrong, but I didn't know how to punish it after this. Because I felt like this was a little bit too much, but we did play that after we moved the bishop, which was just a silly mistake. Taking was a blunder. We pick up the bishop. Taking back's not really the greatest move. I was supposed to kick the queen first. Oh. Okay. Did we play this correctly? Yeah, we did. We actually played decent here. What did it want here? Okay, just bring the rook. Start pushing this p, maybe. Open this up. I was kind of scared of this, but I mean, he's got nothing. Takes, correct. Yeah, I mean, right here, all I wanted was a nice little queen trade. Because you see the evaluation, it's plus 3.7. Queens are off the board, I'm up 2 pawns. Or I'm up a piece for a pawn. So, I should have went on to convert this. Plus, this rook is useless. And he blunders his queen. I don't know why this was given an inaccuracy and not a blunder, but I mean, whatever. Obviously, he was supposed to take the queen and just trade into this. But yeah, I mean, a decent game. And we're sitting at 1573 now, which is awesome. We're so close to our peak, and we're so close to that 1600 threshold. I can feel it. I can feel it coming up. If you enjoyed the video today, please consider leaving a like, commenting, and subscribing. I post every single day, and don't forget to check out my Discord channel. I'm very active in there. You comment or you message, ping me. I'll get back to you. Also join the chess club on chess.com. We host weekly tournaments, and this Sunday we're playing with Kiwi Chess out of his club, not my club. But yeah, make sure that you join the Discord. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell, all that good stuff, and I'll see you tomorrow.